Good morning, um, guys. I wanted to come on here and chat with you again this morning about something a bit disturbing um, that I heard this morning. It was a conversation that I had with a young person, and we were just talking about privacy and their phone and passwords and different things like that, and so this young man said that he would never give his parents the password to his cell phone. I said, what do you mean? I never let my parents go through my cell phone. Parents, go through your child's cell phone. One of the most dangerous things in the hands of our children today is this mobile device, this cell phone, these smartphones that literally can access anything, anywhere, at any time. I was talking to another young person, and they were telling me, "Oh, even if my mom got a hold of my cell phone, there's certain things in my phone that she wouldn't be able to find." Guys, listen. There are apps out there that can hide information in your child's cell phone. And these kids, listen, they're not no slow leaks. they're not dumb. They know exactly how to do it. They know exactly what to do. And so I want to share with you just a few apps that I think you guys should be conscious of and aware of. And if you see them on your child's phone, like have a conversation with them, talk to them about these particular apps, and even talk to them about why they feel the need to hide some of these apps from you. It'll be a great conversation starter. And go through your child's cell phone. Listen, parents, you should have access to your child's cell phone at any given moment. Let me tell you something about privacy and children. Children don't have none. They do not have privacy. If they still live in your house and they're under your roof and you're taking care of them, then you're paying their bills and providing for their needs. They don't have privacy. In fact, I've always said this: privacy for a child is in the confines of the bathroom, and even then, the privacy is limited because if you stay in there too long, I might have to come in there and pull you out. But you don't have privacy. You don't in my house. You don't get to lock the doors because you don't have privacy because you're still a child, and the only thing private about you is really some things that should be going on in the bathroom. And so we got to make sure, one, that we have these open and honest conversation with our children so that they won't be hiding things from us. And then two, they need to know that mom and dad is going to keep us accountable, and the things that they teach us and tell us not to do, we need to make sure we're not doing because they're going to check up on us. Check up on your kids. Don't assume. Listen, the worst thing you could do is assume that your child never gets it wrong. Don't assume that about your kids. Don't assume that they never get it wrong. Assume that they will mess up. Assume that they will make a mistake. Assume that they will be sneaky and do things behind your back. Assume all of these things, because guess what? Guess what? They will. Let me tell you something about your child, something you may not know. The child that lives in your home is completely different. Not all, but most of them. Completely different from the child that's on social media, completely different from the child that's in school around their friends. Completely different, all right? If you ever sit with your child at school, they're not going to behave like the child that normally behaves while they're at school. They're going to behave like the child that's at home, the one that you know, all right? Put a secret camera on your child and follow them around, and you'll see you have a complete different child. And again, it's okay. Kids, they feel the need that they can express themselves a little bit different around their peers versus around their parents, because again, their parents aren't their friends, and or you shouldn't be their friend. You can be friendly, but you are not your child's friend. I talk about that in my book. If you hadn't bought the book, make sure you get the book so that you can read up on this, the parent versus the friend. And so you have to be conscious of that, all right? You got to be mindful that your child They are going to do things, they're going to say things that you may not approve of, and you have to make sure that you monitor this. You monitor it for their benefit, right? It's for their safety. You want to make sure that they're not doing anything stupid out there that's going to harm them. You know why? Because you're the protector. As a parent, you're the protector, and you have to make sure you're protecting them. So you protect them by monitoring their cell phones, and you have to monitor that cell phone. A few apps that you guys need to be aware of. The Snapchat app. Everybody has it. Everybody knows about it, and it's actually a pretty cool feature. I got a Snapchat, OP343. You can look me up, add me on Snapchat. But I have a Snapchat. But did you know that Snapchat has a feature where you have the Snapchat gallery? Then you have the camera roll gallery all within the app. And then you have the My Eyes Only feature in Snapchat. What is the My Eyes Only? The My Eyes Only is photos and videos that your kids can put in Snapchat, and it's password protected. Meaning if you go to their phone and you're going through their Snapchat, you may not be thinking about the My Eyes Only file. Go to that file. If it's password protected, which it should be, get the password from your kid and see what they have in that file. The question you need to ask is, why would you need a password over these pictures? What kind of pictures would you have that you would need to be hiding? Have those conversations, all right? Snapchat, My Eyes Only, check it out. It's in your kid's phone, and I promise you most of them have it. I don't have it. Yeah, if you ever want to go through my Snapchat, have at it. I don't have the My Eyes Only because there's no pictures that I need to hide from anybody. Another one that you need to be aware of is the Calculator app. Now, most individuals, they have a calculator on their phone. But did you know that there's a calculator app that's actually not a calculator, and it's a secret vault, if you will, or secret app where you can put pictures and videos and web browsers and other different things. And so it looks like a calculator on the phone, but it's really an app where you input a password and it takes you to all these different things. It's a calculator app. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to get your kid's phone, and if they have several different calculators in their phone, go do some multiplication or some addition on that app and see if it works. Because the calculator app, you got to input a password in order to get to the files. And if the calculator app doesn't act like a real calculator, that's probably not a real calculator. And you need to have that conversation. Hey, why are we hiding pictures in our phone? Why are we hiding videos? Why are we hiding web browsers? Again, this is really to protect your kids. Like, you need to make sure you're protecting your kids. There's another app called the Whisper app. It's an anonymous social network. Guys, listen, the fact that it's anonymous, you don't need it. Your kids don't need to be a part of anything that's anonymous. Whisper app is anonymous. There's another one called Lipsy. Lipsy is probably the most dangerous one out there. Let me tell you what these kids are doing with these anonymous apps. They are bullying other kids on these anonymous apps. They get on it and they say these mean, nasty, cruel things about others, and folks don't know who's saying it. We just dealt with a situation last week where someone made a comment on the Lipsy app, a very inappropriate, mean comment to another young person. And it was really mean. It was, I'm not even gonna mention what the comment was, but it was really rude. And we had to deal with that, right? Here's my thing. Your child should not be a part of the Lipsy or the Whisper community. If it's secretive, if it's anonymous, they shouldn't be a part of it. If it's on their phone, they need to delete it. Either they're being bullied or they are bullying on this app. It's no purpose. No kid should have anything that's anonymous or that's secretive. You know, unless it's reporting to the police, right? I want to anonymously report something to the police so that someone can be protected and be safe. Guys, you gotta get involved with your kid. You gotta get in their business. It's way too much bullying going on. It's way too much kids committing suicides. It's way too much kids being picked on for us not to be all up in their business. And I'm telling you, my kids, I'm up in their business. And even if you're not my kid, if I call you my kid, I'm up in your business. I want to know where you are, or who you're going with, who their parents are, what time you're gonna be in, what time. I want to know if you leave Wendy's to go to the mall. I need to know when you leaving Wendy's and when you get to the mall. Like, I want to know this information, not because I'm just nosy, it's because I need to protect you. As parents, that's our responsibility. As adults, that's our responsibility to protect our kids. And you need to be up in your kids' business. I'm telling you right now, go through your kids' phone. Go through your kids' phone, listen to your kids' music. Do not let your kids have 100% privacy. It's dangerous. Kids, they're still learning. They oftentimes don't know what's best for them, and they will engage in behavior and activities that they don't know will hurt them. It is your job, mom. It is your job, dad, mentor, teacher. It is your job to make sure kids are protected. All right, I don't want to stay on here too long, but subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to put this on the YouTube channel, Ricardo J. Perry. Look me up on Facebook, Ricardo J. Perry. Like my page, and share this video. I mean, we got to educate one another. Parents, really it starts with us. In order for us to protect our kids, there's so much bad things happening to our kids. And guess what, parents? It starts with us. We cannot put the responsibility on children to protect themselves. It was never their responsibility. It is never going to be their responsibility. It is your responsibility to protect the child that God has given to you. Thank you. God bless. Peace.